Since the fall of humanity, you have faced the tragedy that you stand in opposition with the creator of all. You are rebels, conform to comfortability. You lead lawless lives, living life as if it were your own, not lifting up the one on the throne. Throne. God so help me if you call me liar. Your desires for pleasure and self-exaltation prove that it's all true. All you, each and every one, is numbered among the ranks of the unthankful, counted among the careless, deliberately delighting in darkness. There's a cost to count. It's either prison or the pursuit of perfection. Will you join the rebellion?
Hey, this is Pastor Jamie Montero. I am so excited to make this following announcement. It's been burning in my heart literally for months upon months. As an evangelist, one of my biggest desires, one of the very things that's in the core of my being is reaching people and leading people to Jesus. So on January 30th, we're going to launch into the greatest outreach that our ministry has ever been involved with. It's going to start here in Pueblo, Colorado, and I believe it's not going to stay here. But I believe with everything inside me, it's going to turn this city upside down. It's going to reach young people, it's going to reach young adults, it's going to go into families, it's going to go into neighborhoods, and ultimately it is going to be something that will transition this entire city. Basically what's going to happen on January 30th, we're going into the revolution. A revolution is an act of defiance. It's a revolution started by someone who rebels with a cause and a purpose. And one of the things that I've seen is as we've lived here in Pueblo, and we've been doing youth ministry here in Pueblo for the last year, and as I've grown up here, that there are a lot of teenagers that don't know about Jesus. There's a lot of young adults. There's a lot of families that don't know about Jesus. They may live around the corner from a church, but they'll never walk inside. So on January 30th, we're going into this thing called the revolution. We're going to challenge a generation to rebel against the devil and his ways. We're going to challenge a generation to rebel against culture, not against government, not against anything like that, but against sinning, against drinking, against premarital sex, against drugs, against addictions, against compromise, against losing their purity. And so on January 30th, we're starting it out with the rebellion, teaching a generation to rebel against the devils and the devil and his ways, and talking about how Jesus came and rebelled against the sin nature. So on January 30th, we're going to launch it. It's going to be at the Activity Center at 7 p.m. We're believing for over 400 teenagers, but we believe that it's not just one night. We're going to kick it back up in March, and we're going to do a revolution in March, April, May, June, July. As long as I'm youth pastor, we're going to do a revolution at least once a month. And then in September, we've got the event center, the Pueblo Event Center. It's the largest indoor seating capacity in our city. We are believing for 2,000 students that we are going to see gather together in a coliseum, in a stadium event where there's going to be worship, where there's going to be word, and there's going to be an opportunity to respond to the word preached, and salvation is going to be embraced. This is what I'm asking for you. I'm asking for, number one, I need your prayers. We need your prayers as a team. We cannot do this. The Bible says that unless the Lord builds the house, the laborers labor in vain, and we need God behind this. I believe it's a God-inspired idea, but we don't want it just to be man-made. We want it to be God-made. And the second thing we need you to do is we need your help. There's a lot of different opportunities for you as adults and as parents and as teenagers to volunteer and to be a part of this thing. We don't want it just to be a certain group of people. We want as many people involved as possible. We believe that if we're going to reach hundreds of students, we're going to need dozens and dozens and dozens of leaders. If we reach 2,000, we're going to need hundreds of leaders. And so I'm recruiting and asking you to join in and join the team for the revolution. It's coming quickly. We literally, from the making of this video, we have a little more than 3 weeks, and then we're going to kick into this thing. We're going to believing for at least 100 salvations on their very first revolution and believing for thousands in the future. Help us reach this city. If you need more information, please call the Public Christian Center for offices and ask for Pastor Jamie Montero or Haley Hager, and we will get you the information. But please be in prayer for us and look at how you can help us. The revolution is coming to you, and we're going to start a revolution, and we're going to teach a generation to rebel, and we're going to turn the city upside down. Thank you.